Showrunner Gwen Saigon reveals that Haley Upton's Chicago PD Season 12 replacement has already been decided. Chicago PD Season 11 was a difficult year for intelligence. Aside from still reeling from the abrupt departure of Jesse Lee Soffer's Jay Halstead, Hank Voigt's team was also operating understaffed. Despite this, they were still effective in their jobs, taking down bad guys and serving justice. However, its biggest blow came at the very end of the year, when Tracy Spiridaco's Upton decided to leave. Since then, the hunt for her intelligence replacement has been ongoing. Days before One Chicago returns, Saigon revealed to TV Insider that they have decided who will step into Upton's vacated position in Chicago PD Season 12. Instead of bringing in an entirely new character for her replacement, Intelligence is promoting an existing member to become Voigt's newest detective. Saigon doesn't reveal who it will be, but she's confident that the choice makes sense. Read her full quote below. Why it makes sense for Upton's replacement to already be in Intelligence. The transition will be easier if Upton's replacement is an existing Chicago PD character. Chicago PD has a history of cast departures, but Spiridaco's exit is particularly difficult because of its impact on Intelligence. Losing Halstead was already big, but now that his ex-wife is no longer in the team, Voight doesn't have a clear deputy. There are no more existing detectives in the squad. Besides that, her departure also shrinks Intelligence to just 5 personnel. The silver lining is that Chicago PD Season 12 is forced to promote one of its remaining veteran members, Adam Ruzek, Kevin Atwater, and Kim Burgess. Saigon doesn't name who will be promoted, however. All are great in their own right and can be capable leaders in Chicago PD. But among the trio, Burgess is in the best position to be promoted at this point. While Ruzek and Atwater have been with Intelligence longer, she has had the least personal issues in the last several years. In terms of optics, Burgess is more suited to step up to the plate as Upton's replacement in Chicago PD Season 12. She can call out Voight whenever the Intelligence leader is out of line more effectively than her peers. This is a vital trait for the position. Our take on Upton's replacement in Chicago PD Season 12. Intelligence still needs a new member. The team prepares to raid a building with their guns drawn in Chicago PD. Overall, it's a great move to finally promote someone in Intelligence. Since Burgess transitioned from being a patrol officer, Voight's team has become rather stagnant. Chicago PD Season 10 added Dante Torres, but that didn't impact those who have been original characters in Dick Wolf's One Chicago Police procedural. I prefer Burgess to be promoted, but any of the veteran officers would do great as Upton's successor. Beyond that, however, Chicago PD still needs to add another new member to beef up its roster. Perhaps they can bring in Josephine Petrovich as a regular. Briefly, there was an assumption that Petrovich could just come in and fill the void that Upton was leaving. The fact that they worked on a few cases before Spiridaco's character moved out of Chicago seemed like the perfect setup for this. This would also have been the easiest to do. That said, I'm not sure it would have been a satisfying route for longtime viewers of Chicago PD, considering Burgess, Atwater, and Ruzek are still waiting to be promoted. Petrovich being a new member of Intelligence, but not Voight's new deputy, is the best way to go. Can Spiridaco's Upton still return in Chicago PD? The door is always open for Upton. Upton, Dawson, and Halstead in front of a police car responding to a situation in Chicago PD. Upton's exit from Chicago PD was due to Spiridaco's decision to venture out, but within the narrative, she wanted a fresh start after Halstead just abandoned her in Chicago. Before leaving, Upton got Voight's blessing, after having gotten closer to him since her ex-husband left in Chicago PD Season 10. The Intelligence leader made it clear the door is always open for her, in case she wants to come back to her old team. This makes it easier for One Chicago to reincorporate her into the procedural if Spiridaco's decides to reprise her role as Upton.